Hello.
Cool.
Hello. Invite who? If he's already invited. Here it is in the party. He's in the party. I can see him in the party, Maximus.
Max, is my mic still really loud?
But I can see him, so it's fine. Like he's in the party. It's
Yeah.
just a bug. I cannot see Zelka in the party as well, but he is in the party, right? Hey, PvP, such a good matchup.
It's actually my favourite.
I hate this matchup. At least like to watch, it's so boring. It's always the same thing every game. Yeah. Okay, you don't have a level or a portrait, no, or a border to me, so.
Okay. I can't find the stream. Are we live? Oh.
Hello, stream.
Hello,
All
stream.
our two viewers, one of which is Maximus and the second one is me. Hello.
I can't even find the stream.
It's TAW 4th Corps. But yeah, it's TAW 4th Corps.
I'm looking for it. Alright. Well,
Alright.
here we go onto the first map.
Sure. I don't remember the hotkeys for like things, observing things, camera.
Oh, I can do it.
Yeah, okay. Heck, that's good.
You following mine too?
Wow. Okay, I do.
Over here in the 12 o'clock position, spawning at the top of Vani Research Plane. The Vani Research Station for Team ENV is slowed.
Playing the blue trunks. Oh, that's not us. That's very slow.
Can introduce our hero.
I'm supposed to introduce him?
Yes.
Oh. So playing for TAW in the yellow trunks, I guess? That's the one link.
Alright. So, Alchemic, you're a Zerg player.
Yeah,
What do you feel about this matchup?
It's boring, also fix the camera.
Wow. I think it's a really good matchup.
Fix the camera, man. Fix the camera.
What's wrong with the camera? Is it zoomed out? Oh my god, I'm stuck. There we go. Is that better?
Ask Maximus.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, but is it okay, Maximus? Because if it's not, then... Oh, okay. Alright.
Alright. I'm good at observing, guys, don't worry. So we see standard 12-12, 12 barracks into 12 gas. Indicative of a Reaper opening. For one link, we have the Probe Scout on 13 after the gateway. Followed up with a single gas. Mwah. The SCV and the Probe's kiss.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why did you do that?
Oh, that's just because I love you. Oh look, we have a 2-gas opening. Very interesting.
Proxy target hype?
It could be
or anything
some kind of tech play. But he's only put 2 workers into this assimilator, so it's likely it'll be an expansion build, yeah.
Maybe he's just so crazy that he will proxy target anyway.
Right.
Think about that.
Reaper is coming out, indeed. I mean, you can obviously go into Proxy Stargate off this, but I expect it will be a macro build, and I know OneLink loves his Sentry hallucinations and his fast Sentry builds in general. So is this SUV going to block? He's looking like he wants to. He's got money to.
Will he build the engineering bay?
He should do, because
OneLink
didn't even start a command center. OneLink didn't even start a Zealot, so he could have got away with some blockage there. But instead we're going to see a command center go down.
How long does it take to make a Stalker?
Stalker takes a long time. But why are you asking? Because the Mothership core will be out in plenty of time to deflect this Reaper.
I know. I was just asking for some StarCraft trivia.
I think
Okay.
it's like, what, 125 seconds? 42 seconds, there you go, I got no idea.
42 seconds. That's a very
42.
odd number.
It is an odd number, but I guess most of the time when you warp gate it's a little bit faster.
A little bit, yeah. That's one way to say it.
Alright, so Factory's coming in and it's scouted by one link, so he knows it's going to be some kind of... Well, actually,
With
hang
the
on.
mind drop?
It's likely to be a Widow Mine drop. We'll have to see if he decides to switch the reactor into Hellions or not, which is quite an unusual style, but normally they just make Marines.
I mean, it's one gas, right? So he cannot really go into... I mean, I know you don't go Banshees in PvP, but with one gas, you obviously cannot go into Banshees, or... I don't know if you can go into
But
Widow
he
Mine
could
drop.
do a Hellion drop with
Yeah, a
Marines.
Hellion
It's quite
drop.
possible. But I think it's just going to be a normal Widow Mine drop.
Yeah, okay. Widow Mine.
Because you need the reactor to get the Marines out. Literally can't. I'm going to try now.
Okay, so the camera is stuck. Let's watch the Nexus for a bit, guys. It's a very interesting Nexus.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Isn't the one link in a bad spot now? Because he doesn't have a rebel, right? Or will he use the Oracle?
Well, he's probably going to use the Oracle aggressively and try and... Well, if I know anything about one link, he's probably going to make a Phoenix, and you can actually just lift up the Widow Mine and kill it in midair.
Isn't the Medvac late though? It seems very late.
Yes, I think it is. Like, he had the starport finished for a while by the looks of it. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think it's
I
supposed
was
to...
away from the keyboard for a second, so...
Yeah, well, I was watching the Nexus for a second then, so there was nothing I could really check. But he already has 2 Starkers, right? And wait, was there a... So he made a Phoenix, okay, right?
He hasn't made a Phoenix yet, no.
I saw a Phoenix.
Oh, I am just the worst caster in the world. Okay, yeah, he has a Phoenix.
Yeah.
See some mines, sees what he can get done. Kills SCV. He's gonna see there's a mine in the field there. Oldest trick in the book. Don't want to fall for that. So he gets 3 kills.
Why wouldn't you hold? Why wouldn't you hide the Widow Mine behind the refinery or something?
That is technically the best thing to be doing.
Yeah, he could kill he could kill the Oracle, technically.
This is more of a conservative play, I guess. He doesn't want the Oracle flying in one side and killing all the Oracles. So if he put the mine on the left side, and then he would be able to just kill hundreds of SCVs.
He does have to. There is a job. Does that repair? There is a job.
I'm watching, don't worry, I got this under control. So the Phoenix is going to see it, but does he react in time?
Nope.
No,
Yes.
he doesn't. Are the mines going to bury? Yes, they are.
Yeah, but there's just one with the mine, right? Then he will have the observer out.
Yeah, it's just mine.
Yeah, he already has it. Yeah, but it's fine, right?
Overcharge is used.
Oh.
Reaper's going to scout Colossus tech.
Is it a Colossus Phoenix all then, or is it just macro play? Because the Robo base seems fast.
It's likely to be macro play. I don't think there's any reason to go all in with this.
Okay.
We do see a 3rd command center from Terran. And the standard 3 barracks, factory and starport production facilities. But for either player, we don't seem to have any upgrade facilities like engineering bays or forges. Now, for Phoenix Colossus style, it's actually really common to delay your forges because you have such high damage output from the Colossus that you don't really need to rely on the upgrades quite so much. But for Terran, this is going to become a problem.
He's making 1 engineering bay now, but
it's quite late.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes, and but he does have his 3rd CC almost done, and like this is quite fast for TVP, right?
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to land it. I think he probably won't land it for a little while. Because
couldn't he do that though? Like he's scouted Phoenix Colossus, and Phoenix Colossus, from what I've seen from pro play where someone did it, it was always kind of passive, defending, and then a big timing. So couldn't he just take the faster first?
Who could take a faster Fed? Sorry, the
Or
Terran.
slow to the Terran player, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he is going to slow it down now. And it seems like Wondling's got a very small army at the moment. I'm surprised that he doesn't have any aggressive potential. We do see the Phoenix count is growing now to 4.
He will have 5 Phoenixes on only 1 Colossus with no more in production. It's kind of
He
weird.
seems to be quite cautious with his Phoenixes.
Oh.
I mean, when I do these kind of styles, I like to go and be aggressive with the Phoenixes. But
He went for +1 armor, so he made a Forge. So maybe that's why he delays his Colossus.
interesting. So I used to do this style a long time ago, and I fell out of love with it. But I have to say, Wondling's a lot better at it than I am. But I used to delay my forges for a long time until my 3rd base was up, and I was making, lots of Colossus, like at least 2 Colossus at a time. But Wondling has a lot more practice with it than I do.
Yeah, I mean that's what that seems to be what pros do as well. Like Miangsing when he does it, or I mean Miangsing is like the only one that's actually good. That's actually an okay player that does it still, aside from Chinese processes. But that's what people seem to do when they go for it. They upgrade, maybe not even get upgrades at all, and then go for a big timing. But maybe he plays it differently. So Slow did go, the Terran player did go for double upgrades, and his armor is late, so that kind of sucks. But he's doing a big, I assume, timing. I don't know. He shouldn't be able to do anything with this, right?
Certainly not up this tiny ramp.
Yeah.
And there's no way he were going to see any Maru style
Oh,
pick up and
I
drops with all
mean,
those Phoenixes.
Ghost Academy. It's pretty fast, right?
That's really interesting. I don't think we're going to be seeing any Stormers, but it might help against the
Phoenixes, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ghosts are actually really good at shooting down Phoenixes, but Ghosts are just such an expensive unit to make when you're going by.
Yeah, but he doesn't need Vikings, right? So
He does need Vikings.
I don't know.
Desperately needs Vikings.
I don't know. What I see a lot of Terran players do is like some people would go Mass Viking, but those like games where they would go Mass Viking are the games where I saw Phoenix Colossus win. But the only games I saw lose were like when the Terran player either was Byong, so he went for Taurus and kind of went into mech. But aside from that, it was just very big bio. I think Maru did that versus Miangsing. So he did like Maru never makes Vikings, right? So that's what he did. He went like very, very big bio and with no Vikings. So he, like, and to abuse the Phoenix count.
We have a 2-pronged attack. It's going to kill the Nexus again. He's actually failed to cancel this twice. He's going to lose his natural as well.
It kind of sucks, right?
Yeah, this is really, really bad. The Terran isn't losing that much.
Oh,
and again, he didn't cancel it again, so that's like a lot of minerals gone down the drain. So I am really surprised he didn't manage to hit the escape key.
And now he gets Ghost. The Terran player gets Ghost now, so he shouldn't be able. He shouldn't like die to a timing, right? Because he can just AMP all the Phoenixes and then rip, right?
I think that Wondling's army is really, really very small at the moment. It's got almost no buffer to it. In fact, it's got mostly Stalkers instead of Zealots. And whilst he's got a lot of damage output, he's not really going to be able to do much damage against... Well, the one good thing he's got going for him is that Slow's army is mostly Marines, which is are going to get wrecked by these Colossus.
Oh, nice hammer.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's shaving off a few Marines, it's good, but it's not going to...
Oh, he just walked in 5 centuries. So maybe with good forces. Yeah, he was banking 1k gas, so I guess that's why.
We have no Templar archives yet.
Yeah, I guess he just goes for an event from this. And 2-2 of the Terran player just finishes for the fight. Yeah.
Oh, it's not actually finished yet, it's about to finish, now it is.
Yeah.
But, you know, he did some good damage there actually, I'm surprised. Still got
yeah,
all his
but
Colossus, but he's got no buffer.
He doesn't really have anything, though, like, aside from Colossus and Phoenixes. Yeah. Rip.
And the buy is just gonna easily clear it up.
It's a weird game.
Very strange game.
Very strange game. So, GG.
I will be playing now then, is that correct? Or should we send someone else?
I mean, you can play if you want. I don't know.
I would like to play. I would really like to play against Terran, so
Okay, we can go.
cool. So you can get wanting to cast. Maybe he can talk to you about his game. Or Venom. Okay. Alright, guys. So thanks for letting me cast. I'll see you in a minute.
Venom in.
Hello.
Hello, guys. Are you asking me?
But he's in the party again, Maximus.
I'm not in the party though. Yes. Alright. Who's this guy? Is he a very strong turn?
I mean, he beat the one Link, but I don't know how good his play was because I'm not a Terran.
Yeah, it seems like his first time master, so he's probably a previous high diamond type player, so he would be statistically a somewhat equal match to Selkie, I guess.
Yeah, it should be like that.
I follow Alchemic if he's good at observing. I'm not so good at observing.
Great, great. Coda, is it a good map for TPP or is it bad?
Well, I mean, I don't mind playing on it as Terran. I mean, it's certainly very droppable and it's easy to... You know, the third is kind of spread away from the main, so it's easy to... If you drop in the main, it's going to be a tough time for Protoss to split his army properly if you go in and attack the third, so this would be, I would say, a Terran favored map. We'll see though.
Okay.
Alright, we loaded into Coda. This is ESL clanwar between TAW and ENV. And where do you have your vision, Alchemic?
On the Terran player.
And in the bottom right we have playing for ENV, then it's slowed playing Terran. And
Playing for TAW as a yellow Protoss, it's like a hype.
hype. Whoa!
I'm gonna check my camera a little.
Nice.
Yeah, hype.
Like OP observing. Alright, let's see. So I happen to know opening strategy that Salkia likes to do. He likes to go for a very early mothership core to poke with that at a very weird timing. Right? I guess, yeah. 10 gate mothership core and then he goes directly with the mothership core. So it's very hard for the turn actually, especially if he goes for CC first, but also with the standard Reaper expand, because he won't have marines out. So usually he loses a few units, or at least loses a lot of mining time.
Yeah, but the Terran just scouts at 12, so will he be able to know that it's 10 gate or there is no difference?
He will see 10 gate, and the typical response to 10 gate is to get a bunker at the ramp and try to wall off, because with 10 gate you fear the zealot attack basically.
Oh, the mothership core.
So the mothership core might be a really good thing there. And the normal 10 gate is like just pushing with early zealots, which is really hard to hold unless you scout and react. But it's very unusual for Terran to scout this early. You lose a lot of economy with this. Usually you scout at 13, not at 10.
Yeah, but now he sees that there is no zealot building, right? So he should know that it's something else. Or...
Yeah. But I'm not sure he's aware of the timing. I think he was just looking for gas there. And then the expansion timing. Kind of hard to know if it's a 10 gate or not. Like if he's very good at scouting, then he would figure it out. But I guess he needs to know the second pylon timing to really know that.
Okay.
But here's the Mothership Core is rallied all the way across. The Reaper is coming across. So the problem with this though is that yeah, no, he's getting a Stalker, right?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah.
And he just added his factory and he doesn't have any Marines in production. If you look at the unit stop, he has no anti-air at all. And he still he makes a reactor now. So shouldn't he just die?
I mean, it takes a while until the Mothership Core, like it takes several shots to kill SCV and you can like move them around and so forth. So I don't think he'll die, but he's definitely gonna lose some to this. And the good thing for Selkia is also that he sees the factory, so this is an early factory build. It's going to be double with the mine drop, typically. So he will know about that, and he can also delay it, as he's doing now. That's perfect.
Yeah, already 2 SCVs died, and more to come.
Yeah. And I mean, the best thing with this is actually that... yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but... and it's just taking so much economical damage right now.
I think Zelka messed up his micro, but because he stayed with the gas worker instead of killing any other workers that were running away. So he didn't actually, yeah, maybe now he will kill the worker. He might get the mule, but Zelka is not even looking for that, but couldn't he just...
He got 2 Marines, which is also very important.
Yeah, but couldn't he just go with those 2 stalkers that he has now?
Now he has to be very careful because the Widowmine can burrow faster than it can run. If the turn is doing it, he just gets away. That's nice. So what he doesn't want to do is to spend energy here on his Mothership Core because he really needs it for later.
Yeah. Couldn't he just pressure with those 2 stalkers that he has and now the 3rd one? Because there doesn't seem to be many units aside from the Widowmine, which you can micro against.
Yeah,
or is it just...
He's gonna be scared for the drop now, so he, like, psychologically you want to keep stalkers at home, I guess, but in theory, yeah, he could push now.
Okay.
Especially since he killed the first 2 Marines, he's basically got no units now. He got 2 Marines out on the map, but nothing else.
Yeah, now he will have the 2nd Widowmine and 6 Marines now.
Yeah.
And the Starport is just not finished, so I guess it's very late, right? Compared to what you want to have.
Yeah, but Observe is already out now, so... Thing is, like, typically he's gonna follow this up with the 2nd drop. So there's gonna be 2 Widowmine drops coming back and forth, so it's gonna come down to micro a lot. It's kind of hard, actually, to not lose anything to these drops.
Yeah, but he's going to have two observers.
Yeah, he's even getting a cannon here. He's a bit scared for this, I guess. Getting +1 too, so he's charging up for a macro game. But you see, the turn is actually pushing in the front here without the medevac. I should be fine.
Yeah, well, if he has the Mothership Core in a good position, then he shouldn't take any damage, but he might lose the Mothership Core to the Widowmines if he's not careful. Actually, yeah, it's fine. It should be fine.
Yeah, the 2nd cannon is coming up there. Oh, it was a pylon. It's gonna lose that pylon probably.
Yeah, but that's worth it, right?
It's trading it fine for, I guess, 4... So the problem though is that they spent some money on the 2 cannons, so... It's not for free, but he defended very well, of course, and now he's up 10 supply, so that's nice. Here comes a little poke with a drop. Very nice micro by the turn player. Look at that, oh my god.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything.
No, but it was beautiful.
Okay. So yeah, the Robo Bay is already finished, and +1 armor is almost finished, and more gate is coming up. Oh, with this Colossus not get stacked? Like, look at this Colossus. Yeah. Or is there space to come out?
No, the Colossus walks over building, so that's fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I guess the turn player is macroing behind this, so the 3rd is already coming up, so that's a very early, or kind of early 3rd, I guess. Is getting the expansion before the racks number 4 and 5. So this is going to be a macro build, he's not going to be able to put that much pressure on. So his plan here is to basically try to contain the Protoss player with drops, and meanwhile macro. So what Selkia wants to do is just to keep a few units at home and then push at the front at this stage.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, he just started Steam basically in Combat Shield, and he just loaded up 8 Marines into the Medivac, while the War Prism is already at his base. I guess that he does. Yeah, I guess Zelka doesn't go in yet. Now he will go in and I guess make 4 Zealots, yeah, 3 Zealots.
I mean, Selkia is obviously in a very good position here, but it seems like this turn is he knows how to play, so to speak. So he might be able to catch up here. Here's Zealots just wrecking through. Can we say workers lost somehow?
You can see it on the left side of the screen.
Okay. Yeah, so turn actually lost 13 workers, which is huge. And it's at 12 minutes down to 35 workers, so you get a really bad economy here.
Yeah, there's already a third base down for Zelka. There's already a Colossus out, even though it almost got killed. I don't know by what, I guess by a drop.
Yeah.
And then
there's two Colossi out, you get one in each base, and it's getting cannons at his third, which is something that Protoss players do when they're ahead, because then it just denies the drops basically. So if you want to drop a base with 1 cannon, you need 2, typically 2 full drops, which he can't afford right now. So Selkie is in a great position here.
And the War Prism is still in the main, but yeah, Terran sees it.
The most important thing here is that the turn has been so behind in economy, so he hasn't been able to build any Vikings, and is actually getting a reactor for his first starport right now. So there's going to be so much Colossi power here compared to the ability to shoot Colossi.
Well, actually,
loses one there, that was bad. Zelka could chrono out some workers, I guess. His supply blocked now, unfortunately.
Yeah, but so is load, so I guess it's fine. Okay, now he's going to land the first CC. It's kinda late, right? Or is it normal to land at 14 minutes?
It's super late. You want to always expand before the Protoss in this matchup. And his additional production is also obviously super late here. So it's gonna be like a minute more before he has tech labs and all of those. So Selkia should actually push right now, I think. So what about Storm? We don't see the Templar Archive yet. So that's a weakness, I guess. 14 minutes is a typical timing for a Templar.
Yeah, I guess my guess is that Zelka wants to defend the timing and then go in for the attack. But now he's moving out, but there is an army waiting. I don't know if he can take us. Yeah, actually,
Just gonna drop into the main. Well, the medevacs are very weak right now, so if he can get, I think he's gonna hold this fine actually.
Yeah,
get an overcharge too. He loses a few probes, but that's very much okay here. It even saves that. Yeah. But that's very hard to come back from as a turn player. I don't think he should have dropped there.
But look at the bank of Zelka. He has so much money.
Yeah, he was supply blocked for a while. He's on what, 6 gates, right?
7.
Yeah, he could have a few more at this stage, I think.
Yeah,
and he should definitely get the Templar Archive now. Like, if he has the resources, he needs it.
Yeah, now he got it, and his +2 armor just finished, so I guess he's going for the attack, especially considering how he killed that job easily, and there's still no Vikings.
Yeah, so and there's a ton of zealots here in the third for the turn player, so it's making a lot of damage here. So even if he doesn't win straight up here, is going to do fine. One thing that he's doing that's a little bit wonky is that it doesn't have a high stalker count. It's okay right now because there's very few Vikings, but he wants to have some more stalkers in that army. Actually, if you look at army value, he could have more at this stage, I think, especially given he has so much resources.
Yeah, I don't know why he banks up so much. I guess he might cost... never mind.
Yeah, you definitely want to go back and heal those zealots now. And he should start Storm now. It's a mistake not to start it earlier. So one thing he's doing is actually keeping a full Colossi, 5 Stalkers in his base, and that's really setting him back in this fight.
He just has his charge and plus 3 armor. I guess it's normal for the Protoss to go for armor instead of attack, right? In PvP.
Yeah, that's standard. One weird thing here is that the turn is still on just one starport and it's just building medivacs from it. Typically you want, like, at this stage, maybe 14 Vikings or so. You know, there's let's see, there are
2
Vikings. Five Colossi out.
A big doom job by the turn player. I guess it's the last chance.
A lot of those are not filled with units, and Colossi can move into the main from here. So he should, and he's actually moving Observer there, so he should see it right now. Hopefully he noticed. Yeah, he noticed, so he's moving his stuff back, warping in here. Catch it, but it's still dangerous. Like, this could do a lot of damage.
There's so many marauders.
Yeah. But he's up here with, he got 4 Colossi. And he's sniping the medivacs.
He gets stormed though, so I guess that's fine. I mean, that's good, right?
Yeah, did he finish Storm, you mean?
No. The turn player sniped Storm.
Yeah, that's good for the turn player. But I mean, it's not gonna be enough. I think even if he snipes this base, the Protoss player, this is his 4th, not his 3rd. So if he can just take down some of this army, it's fine. I think, like, I feel Selke is playing a little bit defensive and like he's psychologically not as aggressive as he could be.
Yeah, if you look at the supply, he has so much more supply, like 50 more. And a lot of that is in workers, because he has 80 workers and the turn has 50, but it's still a pretty big advantage in army.
Yeah, I mean, it would be at this stage of the game enough with, I mean, at most 60 workers, so I think that's partially a mistake. But I think it's fine. I don't see how the... Well, he's gonna set up a nice concave here, the turn player, but still, so much Protoss.
And he has so many sentries as well and so many colossi that even though he doesn't have, I guess that may... No, he has a good number of circles as well. And a big number of charge loads. And there's, again, basically no Vikings, so...
There's 2 Vikings, what is he gonna do with that? Couple of, yeah, just a very strong concave there. What's the upgrades for the turn player?
It's 2-1.
Yeah.
No. And 3.
He should have, like, at this stage of the game, with his economy, he should have like 10 Templars with full storms at this stage. So he needs Storm to fight that army.
Yeah, he will have Storm now when he has 3 high Templar with full energy. With almost full energy. So that's how much does the... Yeah, so that's, what, 6 Storms? Should be good, and there's obviously no workers.
Oh, yep. Alright, as Maximus pointed out here, it's a Desperation drop coming here. Maybe 6 full medivacs. Obviously that could be game ending if he doesn't spot it in time. He got this couple of... or he did before have a couple of Templars positioned there, but he doesn't anymore.
He has a Colossus in his main, but that will just get wrecked.
Yeah.
He's the second one, but it's still not enough.
Yeah.
No. He macros nicely, so that's good, but...
Yeah, he needs to get into his main now.
Yeah, he lost the 4th, but I guess that's still fine, because the 4 hasn't supply heals.
I mean, it doesn't matter so much if he loses the main either, because there's no minerals left here. If I were Selke, I would just build 5 cannons or so around the main. He can afford it now, and he's almost maxed. It's better
good,
than to...
Good Zilon run by on the 4th.
Yeah.
52 SCVs died this game.
That's a lot of SCVs.
It is.
When it comes to counter towards the third for the Protoss, or the turn has a lot of Widow Mines. You usually don't build that this late.
I guess he saw that there is a lot of sentries and a lot of stragglers, right? And both of those units are pretty bad versus the mines.
I guess, yeah, or is just expecting those storms.
Yeah. Huh. So he did make Zelkat this. He made like 5 cans in his main. He made 5 cans of his fourth, and he has 2 cans of his third, so he should be fine with his jobs.
That's perfect. And then he also has 10 Templars in total. He should use them here in Storm. I don't know why they're not in the fight.
He just has them on a different control group, I guess, and he just didn't click it. I assume that's the case. But then I think he just killed the fourth or
don't
killed
lose the Templars, don't lose the Templars. Ow, ow! Yeah, good. So the fourth goes down there. So the turn has mined out his main now, so he's only mining from 1.5 base currently. So, I mean, and supply is just shifting more and more towards it. Yeah, that's GG.
Yeah, GG.
Good game, Selke, good job. So that ties up the series, 1-1.
Yeah, overtake.
So let's see what they throw up next. This guy was a really good turn, I think. That's, well, maybe.
I don't know, hard for me to judge.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the opening won him the game. That mothership core pressure really set the turn way behind.
Zelka did say easy though after the game, so
Yeah.
It wasn't very hard for him.
Right. They say no audio, Maximus, in the chat.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's only Black Soul who has no audio apparently. Like other people have it fine.
Yeah. Okay. Is it too much sound, Maximus? Yeah.
So
All
the
right.
next will be a diamond Zerg player. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, while we're waiting here, I'm gonna tell everyone about our little tournament that we're hosting this weekend. It's gonna be 20 players or so. It's been an open invite, but it's gonna be, I guess, around 10 TAW players and 10 non-TAW players. And we're gonna have an open tournament, and there's gonna be a prize for the first prize. It's gonna be some cool illustrations by Christoph. And yeah, we're hosting it together with trollpick.se. And it's gonna be kind of cool, I think. Yeah, it's very mixed skill levels of players, I would say. We have 5 or 6 master players, some of which are in real teams, and we have down to like gold level, I guess. So it's gonna be some cool games. I think I've already seen on the bracket now some pretty cool matchups. So look out for that. It's gonna start at 1 o'clock ish on Saturday. So we want all TAW to be in there. Alright, that's it. So Inferno Pools, ooh. PVC, oh no. God, this is gonna take forever.
Inferno.
Good thing.
No, it will be 14-14, and someone will win. Like you don't choose Inferno Pools to play macro.
Okay. But still, like, the rush if it's cross, isn't the rush distance kind of a problem?
Kinda, but it's still 14-14. Get speedlings, and speedlings are pretty fast. Even on a map like this, if the Protoss goes gateway and he gateway expand, and he doesn't go forge or double gas or one gas, I guess. If he goes gasless, then he's probably dead.
Yeah.
Especially on a map like this. If he goes forge, though, he will be fine because forge is the counter, like the hard counter to 14-14. But even without that, it will be hard.
Alright, so we're loading in here to Inferno Pools. It's 1-1 between Team Enclave, is it? And TAW. We got Selkia winning the last game, and down in the bottom right we have Shastu. Big Zerg,
Woohoo!
red color.
Just he's a Diamond Zerg player who has around 40% win versus Protoss. So I'm not sure why they chose him, but maybe he has a strategy up his sleeve.
Yep.
And in the left top side of the map, the 5th best Protoss in Zelka. Woohoo!
Did you say the 5th best
Yes.
Protoss?
Yes.
Alright, so then we only have like 5 Protosses in TAW, I guess, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, there's very few Protosses in our division, unfortunately.
There's very few non-Zergs. in
There's few
general.
Zergs, yeah. It means
So
we're only
this-
Terrans.
No, I mean there's very few non-Zergs
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general. So there is a gateway expand on 13. I mean gateway first by Zalka, so that's good. And it's
Yeah.
not actually going to be 14-14, so I have no idea what he's going to do because I never played this map.
This is hatch first, I guess, and it's cross spawn, so my prediction that we might be in for a long game might hold up here, I suppose.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know, like two base like timing here is also hard. It's gonna get scouted and countered before it crosses the map, right?
Well, the thing is that on a 4-player map like this, you cannot actually scout well as a Zerg. I assume it's the same thing as any other race, but I can only talk from my own experience that on maps like that you kind of have to gamble, unless you get very lucky with the overlords.
Yeah.
So like on cross especially, it's very easy for the Protoss player to kind of snipe your overlords early on, and the same in ZVT. So you kind of have to gamble, unless he's experienced on this map, which obviously I'm not, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he does go for this gas opening, so that's probably the best, because there is no way. I don't think there is a way to defend like a 4-gate, like
Yeah,
a
but
3-gate on your third.
Right, but you can scout with like Zerglings, right? At least get a, you know, the number of bases and what he has in his wall and so forth. So
Yeah, but the number of bases is something you can scout always, obviously. But
Yeah.
what is in the wall only indicates whether there will be early pressure or not. Like it doesn't indicate what will come next. You can see double gateways in the wall, and then it's pressure. You can see forge and target, and you know there's
Yeah.
all those things you can see.
But you can see, I mean, what units he has by the wall, right? And also,
Yeah, but-
like, why couldn't he just get his, like, in this specific scenario, those two overlords is gonna turn and go up, right? Like at 6:30, they will be able to scout both the natural and the main if he wants to, right?
Yeah, but he will have only one scout, so that's kind of annoying, especially since this overlord that I'm looking at now, which is the one in the left bottom side
Yeah.
of the map, he didn't move it, so he will not have it for the 6:30 scout. I don't think, but he will have this one, the one that is coming, and he will be able to scout the nut. So he will see the
Yeah.
wall constantly, and he might be able to see the gases on the natural.
So what do you think about the Zerg's build there? He's keep mining gas, and he's getting speed, and he has 4 lanes out. Is this a bit aggressive, you think?
Normally when you keep mining gas, normally, yeah, there are some links. He might lose a probe, but that's nothing. Oh, actually, no, please, Zeka, please. Just 2 probes. Yeah, he lost 2 probes. That's fine. But yeah, normally when you keep mining gas, it's either a fast 1-1 for melee, because you don't really do that for Roach. It's
Yeah.
either very fast 1-1 for melee, maybe very fast, you know, +1 only melee or +1 carapace, or very fast layer, I guess, like 5 minutes for an all-in with Mutas, but I've never seen this happen in ZVP. He now
Yeah.
takes double gas, so I have no idea. Like free gas doesn't indicate Roach, so it might be Roach. But why would he need 200 gas or 300 gas? No, okay. Now he starts the layer at 650. But
Oh, he's gonna get the sentry. Yeah,
that sucks.
sucks actually. But there's the Phoenix out here, so it's gonna start clearing the overlords. which is gonna make... So now the Zerg is completely blind there. But so is Selkia, he has no idea what's going on in Zerg base. So far.
Yeah, he will have only one. He has only one gateway down. He now only makes the double gateway at the wall. But there are 18 links coming, and if he doesn't, well, actually it's walled off, or is it? No,
Yeah,
it's not
but
walled
he
off.
sees it
But
now with the Phoenixes, so he knows about it.
yeah, but there's still like the warp gate just finished, so he'll have 2 sentries. I mean, 2 sentries should be enough, and then he can warp in more. But he's late with warping into warp gate. First field.
Yeah. Oh, more forces. Oh no, that's not really great.
Yeah, that's sucks.
Oh, he gets them. That's nice.
He's still didn't warp in those gateways at the wall. It's very bad. Now the prop gets stuck.
There's still an opening now. Uh-oh.
So he morphs to Zealots. Two Zealots will kill this.
Yeah.
So it was bad, but it's still playable for Zerk. He's still not out of this game. Thankfully.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Phoenix didn't do much here yet.
Oh, yeah.
There hasn't been any real harass. Like he was too occupied with the links to really be able to pick up drones and stuff. So he could have made some damage, but he didn't.
Yeah, but the good thing about Phoenix Opener in this case is that the Zerg committed to to an aggressive opening that did do enough, I guess, to be worth it. But but then he made double spore per base, and that's very hurtful for your economy. He lost 6 drones plus 75 minerals per one, and then he will always be able to get few drones anyway.
Yeah.
Because Phoenixes are very good.
What do you think about, like, he's going Muda? Isn't, like, versus this many Phoenixes, isn't that, like, awkward?
Now he makes 11 roaches. Yeah, he didn't have any gas for Meta, so sometimes in some builds you just kind of make the Spire, even if you don't plan on using it, because it's just very useful for panic corruptors or for Meta switch later on.
Okay.
But I have no idea why he made it at this time, because it's very it's 200 gas, 200 minerals, and he could get faster upgrades if he wouldn't do that, or he could get a Hydra then if he wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So a few nice drone kills here by Selkia.
Yeah, he's actually very low on drones, because there are 46 drones.
He's like 10 almost workers ahead Selkia here, so he's in a pretty nice spot. He's got his third down as well, so I guess it's gonna come down to whether he's gonna be able to hold that third or not.
Yeah.
He got perfect scouting for it, so he's gonna be able to see exactly when the move out comes.
Yeah, he has 4 sentries already out, and an Immortal will be down definitely for the attack, maybe the second one even. So there shouldn't be an issue with him holding. Well, he does have a lot of Zealots. Okay, now he morphs in even more sentry, that's great. But he has a lot of Zealots, which will be useless, so
yeah.
I guess he will need to make use of them. But the Zerg makes Corruptors for some reason. I guess he's trying to do like a Roach Corruptor timing, which is fine, but there is nothing to shoot for the Corruptors. If he didn't scout, there is going to be a Colossus push. I mean, there is going to be Robo Bay. So I guess he just goes blindly into this to maybe later on transition to Mutas, but with his economy he cannot do it. Yeah, now he starts a Hydra then. So that's good, but...
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he can't really decide on tech. But I guess those 6 Corruptors will shut down the Phoenixes, so here they come.
Yeah, it's very important not to lose those Phoenixes when you open them with them. You can even just have them somewhere on the map, I don't know, like at the 4th of the Zerg or whatever, to scout for it. Just don't lose them, even if your micro is not good enough to, which is obviously possible. It's hard to micro them constantly. Just have them somewhere on a random place.
So 8 sentries here should be sort of enough to hold this. Oh, that's awkward. He's moving around to the main or to the Nashor. So this is gonna be a little bit difficult. And he also is making Colossi even though he's seen the Corruptors. Oh, it's gonna robo snipe here, and that's really bad in this situation.
It is really bad, but the good thing is that he already has. Oh, actually, he has only 1 Immortal. I thought he had 2, in which case it would be fine, I think.
Yeah, but still, like the Zerg army is trapped, so the Zerg army is gonna die in here.
Yeah. Yeah, Zeka should be fine, but it definitely sucks losing the robot. It shouldn't be this close. And now he
Yeah.
has like Zeka has a lot of bank again, like, just like in the last game. So
Yeah.
this
But it's
time he could.
making Roach Sling behind this.
He's making some hydras now. Yeah. Oh, the Zealot Ramba is good on the third.
Yeah.
He might get a hydra. No, but he will get a queen maybe. He will get something. Even if not, yeah, he got 8, 9,
Yeah.
10.
And also
Well done.
distracted the Zergs who went home
Yeah.
with all units. Basically, units hotkey here. Or like the all army key.
Yeah, but sometimes you even do that if you don't have an armor key, because like you see only 4 zealots, but there might be more behind it, and if you send like 5 links to clear those zealots, there might be more coming, and then you lose
Yeah.
a lot.
So now he's going Blinkstalkers behind this and getting upgrades, and it's not really. It didn't even remake the Robo until now. So
Yeah, going Blink Circuit is very good there.
Oh, big
Circuit
fight
is
there.
very strong. Yeah,
Yeah.
the first speeds are okay, and he traps a lot of hydras out, so
Yeah,
yeah, there's a good engagement. I mean,
nice.
yeah, but he has to back up. I don't think he can fight here. He has to
Yeah.
wait for Blink, I would say. Like now he makes a very big Zealot warping at the third again.
Yeah.
Huh. I
Yeah,
would
so
say he needs Blink and
Zerg is forced to split up his army here. He's got Blink almost done.
A good position by the Zerg, but
Yeah, it's like there's no mining from the Zerg's third here. But that's good. Maybe you can even snipe the third if you focus it now. No, it's too late.
But if you see again, like the bank, it's 1400 for Zerkia and 600 of gas. If you could spend into Blink Circus, this game would be
Yeah, I
definitely
mean he
a
has
lot.
a ton of gateways now, so he should be able to warp in
Just
there.
12, yeah.
Yeah.
Overload drops are about to finish for the Zerg. I
What?
assume it's a, I
Is he
assume
gonna
it's a
use that?
mistake. I assume it's a mistake because there is no overload speed. I assume he
Yeah.
wanted to make either overload speed or was just a misclick.
So interestingly here, like the Zerg is not mining at all from his third right now.
Yeah.
And the third is almost dead, so if you can make another Zealot run by, he's gonna kill that third, and that's gonna probably, I mean, be sort of the end of the game, I guess.
Yeah. Zerka should just wait for, I would say just wait for one more weapon and go with the
Yeah.
upgrades.
Well, his upgrades are finished
yeah.
now, almost. Okay, 10 seconds here.
Yeah, okay, now the +2 armor and +2
And here comes more
attack.
Zealots also.
Oh, that's sick. Blink Hydra is okay versus this army, but if you blink 12, you shouldn't be able to lose.
Yeah.
It's closer than I thought, actually.
Yeah, but the third is being wrecked. If he would focus the hatch on the third, he would kill the third immediately here.
Yeah, but he kills a lot of drones, so that's basically the same.
Yeah.
The production is different, but he shouldn't be able to have enough money for the production anyway.
Yeah.
He
So
messed up
50
the split
50
as well.
supply difference
Yeah.
now. You know, it is in a great position. Obviously, now we can basically siege him here.
Yeah, this game should be over now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Very
blinks-
nice played by
blinks for-
Selke, I think.
Yeah,
It
well
was
played.
sort of a complicated meta for a while there, but that's the GG and good job, Selke. 2-1
Yeah.
to TAW.
GG.
Alright, let's see who they throw. Do you know if they have any like ace players or like hardcore?
I know they have 3 players that have more points than I do on ladder,
Okay.
and I have 1.150 points.
That's
so
a lot, yeah.
There are 3. They have 3 players. One has 1.4 almost k points on ladder, and
Yeah.
and 2 have 1.2 k points. So I assume that the best one is the pros player. I think his name is Tozis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just checked his profile. He's top 5 in his division. So
Thing with the points are if you're like promoted several times, you'll have more points, right? So that might be even a good thing if they started in like platinum and worked to masters, then
well, the thing
they
is
will have
that
a lot of points, right?
Yeah, but the thing is that in this season it's very easy to get promoted compared to other seasons. So even if they did, the same thing happened to me. Like I won a lot of games in Platinum and Diamond before going up to Masters. So it was like 25 games, and I think I won like 23 because I played versus lower league players.
Yeah.
And this isn't a lot of points. This is, I don't know, 200, 300, 400 maybe at best points. And I assume someone who is consistently top, yeah, now he's going to play, someone who's consistently top 8 still after getting promoted, I assume
Yeah.
he's just very good.
Yeah. We'll see. His declined invite. Oh, it's gonna be a PvP on Iron Fortress. Oh Jesus! Oh Lord.
Best matchup in the game, definitely.
Yeah, he gets 60% win rate in that matchup, so I guess that's the reason he chose it. I don't know about Selke and PvP. You never hear him really complain about it.
Actually, I did. He really doesn't like PvP. He
Yeah.
likes other matchups, but he really doesn't like PvP.
Yeah, he's down to 38% on ladder. So it's statistically not his best matchup anyway. But
Yeah.
in PvP, a lot of things can happen. Like very low league players, you see sometimes beat much stronger players, even in the pro scene. So let's keep the hope up.
Yeah, it is Iron Fortress, so depending on a map like this, it's... Oh, Zelke told me that we are supposed to prepare for awesome gas timings, so let's see
Awesome
what that
gas
means.
timings.
Awesome
Alright.
gas timings. Maybe it's a double gas deal.
Yeah. Well, the good thing with this Tosis is that his worst matchup is versus Zergs. And we should have a couple of Zergs in the roster, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Alchemy.
Who else is... Oh, Rover. Okay. But Rover is Zerg, right?
Yeah, he's a Diamond player.
Yeah.
So Tosis is dominating the map, or I guess the mod.
Yeah, you guys have to hold on. There seems to be a wooden internet problem here. Enclave Team. I mean, I talked about the tournament last break. I can do it next break, but I won't talk about it right now. Pre-commercial, yeah, I'll talk about it again, but my voice is tired. Hydra versus Snoot now.
It's 1 mana apparently. I really want to work this.
Yeah. I'm gonna just check Enclave Team and see where they're from.
They're from Poland.
Oh, they're
Pretty
from
sure.
Poland.
Yeah.
Polski Multigaming, okay.
Yes.
Oh, they have a sick intro on their webpage.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was... We should have something like that. Yeah, but check out their webpage, Maximus, is pretty cool. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the confidence, yeah. I'm sure that type of graphic doesn't work as well on a cell phone and stuff. It's hard to make great web page graphic that works with all types of browsers and stuff. Yeah, and if anyone is watching this and is not part of our great clan TAW and you're interested in joining, just go to taw.net and there's a sign up link there. We welcome all players from all races and all parts of Europe, and if you're a US player, you can also join our US division. Plenty opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, Maximus, are you muted or not? Okay, so Maximus wants me to remind you guys that it's pretty cool to join TAW because we have a lot of cool events, we have a lot of tournaments, we have stuff going on all the time, so you'll never be bored with us.
Hype.
Hype.
Okay, so I happen to know what Zakia does, kinda. I
Okay,
think
but
he does it.
don't say yet if the Enclave team is watching, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Wait at least until they start.
Okay. Let's say it after he does that, so
Yeah.
he will see smart, look smart.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
Yep. But now they seem to be sending up their best players because Sloat, the term player, the one who played first, was still like a mid-master player, so it was still a very good player. But then they sent out the diamond player, so I guess now after they lost, I guess now they're serious.
Yeah, I mean that's the procedure with all teams, right? They wait a little bit for their best plays. All right, so we're loading into this clan war between TAW and Enclave from Poland, and in the bottom right corner we have playing for Enclave. It's Tosis, like Artosis, but short, and he's playing Protoss in I would say light blue color.
I tried to make the fancy camera, but it messed up and it went like all over the main, so I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And in the top right side of the map, playing for TAW in the yellow chunks, it's Belka. Hi.
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 Let's look at the gas timings. Ooh. I don't think there's a big chance that there might be Enclave players watching because we only have 10 or 12 viewers, but who knows, so...
Yeah, I know that he uses a build that was that was described in Weekly All-In, if you know what it is.
Yep.
It's a kind of newspaper for StarCraft, or like a magazine.
Yep.
And it was described there for PvP. I'm not sure exactly what it is actually. I know he told me once, but I didn't really listen. So I assume it's like, I think I remember something about Blink being there, but that's
But
kind of as a matchup.
isn't this, like, since we're talking about, isn't this gas late? No. They have
No,
the
15.
they have the exact same gas timing.
Yeah, what Zelka meant, I think, by gas timings is that he will mine with some probes, and then he will stop mining gas for a while, and then he will mine again, and it will look very cool.
So TOS is a bit lucky here and scouts directly into Selka's base, get a good read on the gas timings and other things.
Wow, so annoying.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
We don't do that.
That's the type of thing you do when you're like, I'm a little bit better than you.
We don't do that, bro. That's against the bro code.
The code of ethics. The code of
Code of
Protoss. Yeah.
That's like when
Oh, he's
Terran
gonna
says,
kill the probe.
Oh, Zelka, please.
Save the probe, Selkia. Oh, that's so annoying.
No.
Oh, it's so much mining time.
Oh my god.
This is so psychologically awful. I mean.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Worth it.
Very nice.
GG. He's ahead 3 supply now.
Yeah, and also there's no scout left.
Yep. And both of them are making the mothership core, so for now it looks the exact same, but
yeah,
we have to check out the gas timings. I guess they will be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it mining from 2 from 1?
Well, what Zelka did was he at first put 3 in each gas, then he put 2, and now he puts 3 again. So it was very awesome.
Okay, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and now Blink.
Tosis, on the other hand, it has had 3 the entire time. And it's gonna be a starport for Tosis. So
and Blink, or at least Quiet Council, I assume, into Blink for Zelka. So if it is Blink, and it's, from what I heard, it's an advantage for Zelka.
Yeah, and he gets a scout off here, so he knows exactly what's coming. So that's nice. So this is a great situation where Selkia knows the opponent's build, but Tosis doesn't know Selkia's build. So
oh yeah, two more gateways coming in and Blink for Zelka, while Tosis is going for Phoenixes. So from what little knowledge of PvP I have, it seems like Zelka is an advantage right now.
Yeah.
Or he will lose the mothership core. No, he will recall it, okay, but it's still kind of painful.
Yeah, but that's sort of an annoying thing, because now he doesn't have overcharge.
Oh yeah, and actually the warp gate isn't done yet.
Yeah, but he doesn't need a warp gate defensively, but still, if this Phoenix managed to snipe the mothership core, that's gonna be really bad. Thing is, with it was a great thing by Selkia because if there's a scouted Stargate, then it can't open Oracle, and then it's forced to go Phoenix because otherwise the opponent might have Phoenix counter.
Yeah. And he's going for a large Phoenix count as well. He's now started his third one, and he has 3 gateways. So he might be doing a timing. There's even a probe with a pylon there. So I assume
Yep.
that's the case. I don't know if Zelki can hold the second base, but I don't know if he has to.
I think he will cancel it. It seems pretty rough to hold that at this stage, but we'll see here. I'm not sure,
He
like...
almost has blink down, but he attacks before the blink. This is kinda
Oh,
bad.
watch this. Yeah. But he will probably... This buys him a lot of time, right? Oh, the mothership core. Ouch!
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
no
gonna go
mothership
down
core.
there.
And he might even get a sentry. Yeah.
That's very annoying. Nice micro there by Tosis. Keeping
Yeah, it
those
should.
alive.
Yeah, it should actually be like GG almost already. So if you look at the supply and he can warp. Yeah, he can just warp in more, and there's no mothership core.
Yeah. And there's no more Phoenix production for now, it's just making Stalkers. But they're on 3 gates each. So I guess there's the mothership core advantage here, it doesn't have anything defensively. Those zealots are gonna do a lot of damage, and the Phoenixes is gonna turn the fight here to Tosis' favor.
Yeah, attacking before blink, I think was the worst thing that you could have done.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if you could
GG.
hold. Yeah, GG. I don't know if you could have held. I mean, anyway, but I think he could hold on one base.
Yeah.
After canceling. Yeah.
Sure, why
I
not?
mean, yeah.
If he wants.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check up then.
Yep. Alright, ladies and gents, that's 2-2 between Enclave and TAW. Pretty exciting. We'll see if we get another caster here, since Alchemic is gonna actually play himself. Yeah, it's gonna be just a few seconds here before we load in to the next map. It's gonna be Alchemic versus Tosis, PvC.
So you're checking in?
So that was rough, another PvP for you.
Well, it's a stupid matchup.
Well, it looked good to start with, right? You got the
Yes.
scout, he didn't have a scout, so he was...
You'd thought, wouldn't you? But
yeah.
it's really hard to, for me anyway, to work out if he's going to attack you or what you're supposed to make. Like, I was
Yeah.
just making stalkers against air units, but...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looked good, but he had very good control of those Phoenixes in the fights, and when he sniped the mothership core, I guess it was rough comeback there. Those big maps makes it even more volatile, I feel.
yeah,
so hard
it's so
to scout.
stupid. I mean, I scouted him last as well. Like,
Yeah.
had to sacrifice my probe instead of having one on the map. So
Yeah. But I guess still, your scout forced him to make Phoenix instead of Oracle.
I think he always wanted to make Phoenixes.
Okay.
Like, just because I scout doesn't mean he's gonna change his plan.
Right. I guess the thing is that your blink didn't do that much difference the way the fights turned out. Because he didn't have blink, obviously.
What I should have done differently is just go up to like 9 stalkers or something.
Yeah.
Which is sort of the critical number against Phoenixes. You can 2-shot them or whatever, or
Right.
even 1-shot them. And then And then I can expand a little bit later than him. I don't have to do it so fast, so that's why. Because like if I just keep having, if I've got 3 gates worth of Blink Stalkers, it's going to be better than 3 gates worth of not Blink Stalkers, even with a Stargate.
Right. Alright, we're gonna load into Expedition Lost here. I've seen Alchemic play on this map before. I'm not gonna ruin the fun for you, but I have some sense of what he's gonna be going for. Do you know what I'm talking about, Selkia?
I do know almost exactly what he's going to
It's
do.
like I'm just afraid if one of the Enclave players is watching our stream, and they might pick that up. But I'm pretty sure, like I have an 80% confidence of what we'll see here.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, you're gonna be the observer, Selkia, is that okay?
That's fine if you introduce them.
Alright, so in we're playing Clan War here. It's an ESL Clan War between Team Enclave and Team TAW. And Tosis won his last game and is now up against the player in the top right position. It's Alchemic playing Zerg for TAW. And in the bottom left we have playing for Enclave Tosis, pretty strong, I would say, player. He also had a high, just so you know, Selkia, a very high PvP win rate. So
yeah, I do know. I checked before the game. He's got like 65% or something, and I've only got 30% in PvP.
Yeah, so it was an uphill battle, but you fought valiantly. Went down with your flag up. And there's a drone moving out here, suspiciously, as if he wanted to proxy hatch. The question is, like, I've seen him do proxy hatches both outside the rocks and in the actual natural.
He's going to put it in the natural.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I know this guy.
Yeah. No, it's going around. I know this guy. No, it's going back. You know this guy. I don't know why it's going back and forth so much. Just making it more likely that the probe will catch it, right?
I don't think it really matters. I mean, he can't pull probes down. I actually played against this on the last day and I won because I just basically went 4 gates on one base and just killed all the stuff.
Right.
But I don't know if it's that simple. There are other times when I've scouted it and I just try and make if you try and hold the Nexus at all, you lose the game.
Right. So no gas yet for Protoss, is that common? Is it going for a gate expand?
Yeah, he's going Gateway Nexus. It's
one of the most pretty bad against this, right?
It is terrible against this.
Yeah. So now he's gonna scout and see it, but it's gonna be very late, and he can't really as you say, pull probes. And he hasn't started a sellout, so this is gonna be really hard for him to hold. I think, given that I've seen a few of these games.
He's actually going to go and put Forge, which is interesting.
I haven't seen that before.
What he might do is just not take gas and just turtle. Like build millions and millions of cannons. The problem is that Spinecrawlers outrange cannons.
Yeah, but he has the high ground, so there's something that's working in his favor.
Well,
so what we see here
is coming here to see it.
Yeah.
See?
Typically we see first the Queen and then three drones going into 3 Spinecrawlers. Is the typical build, I think. DP opts for the same thing here.
Normally what we're going to see Alchemic do is running in a bunch of Zerglings into the natural, pressure this expansion. So you can see there's really nothing he can do. You can't even build cannons down here.
Yeah.
The pylon doesn't really give much power to the low ground.
Right. Like 1 cannon goes down there, but it's not going to be in range of the spines as they stand right now.
I'm genuinely interested because I don't know what the correct response is.
Yeah.
This doesn't seem to be it to me because he's not going to have anything. I mean, he can basically run past the cannons, right?
Yep.
He's got 1 Zealot. Cybercore isn't even researching Warpgate.
Yeah, I'm sure he hasn't played against this response that much though.
Killing the creep tumor is really important.
Yeah. So that's gonna deny the vision, right?
Well, what it's going to deny, or slow down at least, is moving the Spinecrawlers up onto the high ground and poking away at the Nexus.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean about the Zerglings coming in. They're just going to come and poke down the...
Yeah.
Oh, and he gets in, sees everything.
Well, he does have gas now, so he can build stalkers.
He's
which
actually
is-
making a mothership core, but he's still going to lose his nexus.
Yeah.
There's only 18 drones on the map though, but that's enough to make Zerglings and Zergling speed.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I mean the main for Tosis is oversaturated at this
I
stage.
mean, look, when these rocks go down, he can run his Zerglings fast. There's only 2 cannons and a stalker.
Yeah, and the mothership core though. I wonder what approach he will take here. Is he gonna just keep in on one base?
He should just run by, but he might play a little bit more conservatively. I
Yeah.
mean, if he runs by, there's nothing he can do. The game's over. But
There is a probe out, so he is gonna have a possibility to warp in later though.
yep. Okay, so Tosis very cleverly walls off fully now off the top there.
Yeah.
So it looks
But-
like Alchemist's just going to contain him.
But wouldn't the spine crawlers be able to pick at, for example, that pylon with the Overlord vision? No?
Yes. He needs to spread the creep over there though. He hasn't. He's not doing so at the moment.
It's not using the larva in that proxy hatch at all now. And it's moving the queen home, it seems like. So it's like he's abandoning this proxy for now.
Well, I mean, it's really put him in a good position. I mean, basically,
Yeah.
Protoss is stuck going what seems to be Dark Templars, but it might be one base blink as well. But you can see Alchemic's economy is now getting a little bit out of control. He's got 2 base saturation as opposed to 1 base saturation. I mean,
Yep.
Tosis has been making probes this whole time, but he hasn't really got the efficient mining that Alchemic does.
Yeah. He gets the scout off. Does he see the blink? I'm not sure. It must have been on the verge there.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. So he knows
So,
what's
I mean,
coming
Alchemic's
here.
just basically gonna make Roachling and a bunch of spine crawlers and hold this that way.
It's funny that he walks to Spinecrawler's home. It will take forever.
They could be here a while, couldn't they?
Yeah. It's interesting. I haven't seen that they like fold down when they're walking. Like
Because they're so fast.
the actual spine thing goes back into the body of the crawler, whatever you want to call it. I think Protoss could take his natural now, but he's doing it now. Still a lot of creep here. Here comes the Lings.
He's just
Enough.
got no way to take this.
Yeah.
This is a big
It's the
problem with
cancel, though.
these strategies from Zerg is that the without building placement to put the Lings, like force the Lings away, you really can't move out anywhere.
Yeah. There's no robo for detection either, so the creep is gonna be there for a while. And if he gets creep up until the natural, then it's gonna take a long time to get this natural down.
He's actually making roaches as well from his forward base. He
Yep.
might try and bust down these things, but I doubt it.
Yeah, but like the natural thing, the next tech step is roach here, right?
Okay, going up to Dark Shrine, 3 gates, Blink, and Robo on 1 base.
Okay. That's awkward, but yeah.
Just in time on the Nexus there.
Alchemic is mining about 400 more per minute, which is a lot. Here comes roaches.
He's actually burnt all of his force fields. He's got. He actually has got 1 more, but it's not enough.
There's a DT out here though, and it's going for. I guess it's going for. I don't know what it's going for.
He cancels the base. There's DT coming into the natural now. Alchemic has Lair but no Spore Crawler.
Yeah.
So
So this is
it
gonna
looks
be a
like it's
bit
gonna take some damage.
annoying, but it's not definitely not gonna be game ending. He can morph
Build it.
overseers and
Build an
move things
Overseer
around.
Alchemic. Oh my god.
Yeah. Should know this now. But there we go.
Okay, so he killed a few drones with that. He's actually
Yeah. I
doing
get
very
that
well in the
this-
workers killed, but he doesn't need the efficiency.
Yeah. But on the other side of the map, the creep is now covering the natural for the Protoss player. So I'm not really sure how he's forced to all in basically from this. There's no way
he has
he
an
can.
observer, doesn't he? Or he has a robot.
No, he's making any more. Now he's making an observer. There's still gonna be so much time before that creep recedes.
Yeah, I mean, he's even close to mining outlet. He's got, you know, a couple of thousand minerals left to mine here.
Yeah. You would expect Alchemic to take a third even. Maybe not yet. Oh, the
Oh, and
roaches
he
are
actually
in.
just gets in straight off the
Very
map now.
nice. Yeah, this is gonna be very hard to hold for Protoss player. Nice job by Alchemic.
I mean, he's trading reasonably, Protoss, I mean, but it's just he doesn't have the economy to actually trade at all. He needs to be not losing a single unit, and it seems like they're just going to stream up the small ramp here and just keep doing damage.
Yeah, it's gonna snipe the cybernetic here probably and get into the base as well. There's no more sentry energy, so there's no more force fields. So I don't really see how he can hold this on this economy. Making one more immortal here, but it's not gonna be enough versus what
I mean,
do we have, like 10 roaches.
his way right in here.
Yeah. He can just sacrifice this unit as long as he kills something. The robo would be something nice, I suppose. There's some zealots in the
This is the sad
but
thing about this map as Protoss player against Zerg. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
But I really think that trying to
I've never
keep
seen
the second
a Protoss
Nexus
player hold this.
Yeah, I really think keeping the second Nexus is impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know what the correct response is, but I have a feeling it's one base Stargate.
Yeah. Well, that was interesting game. I've never seen Protoss hold it. Like, yeah. And obviously the Zergs always pick this map when they get the choice. So it's usually what happens. But it's nice. Like, I guess we kicked out their star player here, which gives us a better chance to actually take this series home.
They only have one Protoss, so I expect it'll be another Terran now.
Okay.
Or a
Good.
Zerg. Yeah, got some Zergs online.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind TVP. And we have Cactus and Echo left to play, and it's 3-2 to TAW. So kind of exciting.
It's funny that they chose the horrible maps.
You mean Expedition or what?
Inferno Pools and the other horrible map.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Okay, they're gonna throw in Slivinsky here. He's been Diamond up until this season, so we're gonna see here statistics-wise that's a Zerg player, so it's gonna be CVC on Echo. And he's got a 60% win rate in CVC.
Wow, this could be a tricky situation, but I know Alchemic's very confident in all matchups.
Yeah, Alchemic's best matchup is CVC as well, so it's not like... Statistically, it looks somewhat equal on the paper.
He's talking to me now, he feels very confident.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to hear that players are confident. It's usually in StarCraft I feel the confident player wins. And if one player is very scared or whatever, it's less likely that they will actually win.
Hmm.
Slivinsky. Yeah, so Alchemic is going up against this Polish team, being Polish himself. Maybe he got some insights into their
to the mindset.
to their mindset and their psychological choices and so forth. I know we played this team several times before. We never won though, so it would be really nice to go home with a victory here. And I guess also for our ranking, move up to 9th place or 8th place or something like that. Okay. Alright, we're moving in here to Echo for a CVC.
I hate CVC.
Yeah, I mean, the more you learn about the matchup, the more interesting it gets on the other hand, even though it will never be the best
debatable.
matchup. Yeah, I don't know. But that's the only way to like appreciate it, I guess, to get into the details and try to think about the tech choices
I can
and so
appreciate
forth.
it. I mean, honestly, I would like to play Zerg if it wasn't for CVZ. It's such a stressful matchup.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I hate all mirror matchups really, but I think Zerg vs Zerg is definitely one of the most difficult.
Yeah, TVT I enjoy a lot, but Alright, we're moving in here to Echo in this clan war fight. It's ESL clan war between TAW and Enclave, and it's 3-2 to TAW, and up in the top left position we got playing for Enclave, it's Levinsky playing Zerg. And do you want to introduce the other player?
This is some guy called Alchemic who's a quitter.
Well, let's give him a cheery farewell rather than being salty.
He's my friend. I'm sad he's leaving.
Yeah.
But yes,
Well,
he's definitely one of our best players, and he's a really good practice partner to have around. So
yeah. Well, he is. Well, it's like that in clans. Like players come and go.
sure.
They rarely stay forever. I'm sure there will be new players coming in.
Absolutely. But he's got a very good understanding of StarCraft in general. He's only been playing for about a year.
Yep. I would so much hope that our previous best player Paddy would come back. He's been training a lot now, I know, but it would be really cool if he would come back. He was the captain of the ESL team before, and he all killed a lot of these clan wars for us previously. But he's Prolos now. I don't know, did you play versus Paddy?
No.
No.
But I did see him briefly online.
Yeah, so there's a pull down on the Enclave side, and it's a hatch first for Alchemic. So
yep, Alchemic don't care.
Yeah, it's small differences though.
Well, hatch first is actually a really big difference, I think, but it's very risky. I mean, it's not very risky, but if your opponent goes for an early pull, it can make life very difficult.
Yeah, I guess, but I still hear commentators in the pro game saying it's not a huge difference in economy between pull first, hatch first, but there's a slight difference.
I mean, if it wasn't that big, then no one would do it, right? Because the risk is quite high.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that we'll see later. The nice thing is that you get both queens out at the same time, and you can start, really churning out powering your production really fast.
Yeah, and we'll see here. I guess usually Alchemix plays kind of reactive, I would call it, in this matchup. So he's following his opponent's tech choice and just try to stay ahead of it in economy by being ahead in scouting. And here comes 4 links over the map. Scouting links, we can call them.
Alchemic has 4 of his own now. He's going to try and catch them.
Nice.
Gets 1 for free. Takes no damage. And Slewinski goes home.
So, okay, bear with me here, but how do you micro 4 links versus 4 links? Are you trying to
I guess it's quite similar to Zealots.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that, but
basically
focus fire and pull back, or
I mean,
or how
the
do you
most
do it?
important thing is keeping them alive. So
Yeah.
For most players, I would say, because it's really quite difficult. I think for most Masters players, the best thing to do is just to A move them, and then when you see the ones being hit by 2 of the enemy Zerglings, you pull that one back, and try and return it to the fight as quickly as possible without it being killed, so you get that sustained DPS. Now Alchemic's actually going to run by. He sees a spine crawler go down.
So that's very defensive, getting a spine crawler this early, and also the queen count is quite high for Slewinski, isn't it?
Well, Slewinski's going gasless, which is quite unusual. Alchemic already has his 2 gases at the natural, so he's going to have a much faster tech. He's already going for lair.
As you said, that the double gas goes down for Slewinski, but yes, it's definitely later. Actually, 3 gases coming down now.
So this could be some kind of heavy roach style.
Yeah.
But I mean, Alchemic's already got his lair, so he's could possibly end that with a roach speed timing here.
Yep.
Oh, he blocked his own evolution chamber. Sucks. But he established that there was no kind of Zergling or Baneling all incoming because there was no gases at the time, so he didn't have to make any extra units.
Roach Warren and Evos are down now. Got a nice wall up there. It'll be safe against any Banelings, I guess. Oh, a 3rd! That's an early 3rd for a CVC. But it's scouted by Alchemic, so he knows what's up. We'll see here whether Alchemic opts for some aggression or if he's going to take his own third. Oh, Aspire.
There's the first Spire.
Yeah, very interesting.
He's going to take his own third now, underneath the Overlord.
Yep.
So the thirds aren't actually that different timing. You can see the supplies are relatively equal, but it's just the tech is
Tech is very
in
different.
Alchemic's favour. But he's going to go for much more of a... He's getting like +1 melee attack, so he's going to go for more of a Ling Muta style by the look of it.
Yeah. And on the other side, Slavinsky is getting +1 missile attack, and it's only at 1 Evo chamber. And is getting that roach speed. Yeah.
Taking down the cooling tower to Breeze.
Nice.
The worker count is basically very similar. Just 3 more for Slavinsky.
Yeah, neither player has been droning for a while now. They're mostly making units and overlords
Alchemic
here.
has enough gas for 8 Mutalisks. And that could seriously do some damage.
I think that's
Gonna have
exactly what
control.
it's gonna go for here, and it's not scouted either. Here comes Overseer that will see the mutas, so that will give Savinsky some time to prepare. At least the Overlord will go... Oh, will I save it? No, it will go down.
That actually supply blocks Savinsky, but he's got a huge drone lead suddenly. He's got...
Here comes
up to
Lynx.
60.
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, he took a huge drone lead, but that's cost him in his army, and he's going to take some damage from this harassment, and then it's going to go into Mutalisks, and that's going to be even more trouble.
Very nice run by here by Alchemic. Gets a lot of drones.
Yeah, a lot of drones. I mean, he may even just focus down the Spore Crawler.
Yeah.
He actually just killed all the drones. That's really something.
Yeah, it's down to... I guess he lost 11 drones there. So that was very effective harassment. He did lose all the links in the end, so I don't know if Slavinsky feels that there might be a counter coming here, but here's the mutas. Total of 10 mutas out now.
There's actually no Spore in the mineral line at the third base. He doesn't realise this.
There's a lot of spores down in total, and the overlords will be picked off one after one here. But the roaches are forcing the mutas back now, it seems.
Yeah, and the mutas are going to try and kill the roaches, but the lings don't have to go back, so they can definitely counter.
Yeah.
Which should leave Alchemic free to drone out.
Yeah, the link's gonna go to the third here, and oh, there's an infestor already out, so kind of early infestation pit on infestors here for Savinsky. But that's a good counter to Muras, of course.
Yeah, also Hive is very nice. I don't know if it'll work for Hive, but I think Infest is definitely the right choice here.
Yeah.
Oh man, these spores do so much damage.
Yeah, he lost 2 Muras there, that wasn't great. So Slavinsky is actually up in supply now, even though behind the workers.
He's up in supply, but he just hasn't got the mobility and the tempo where he can put any pressure back onto the other Zerg Alchemic.
Yeah.
Oh,
infestors!
Is he?
No, he should have focused it. Yeah, it's a shame.
He's back home doing something, obviously. Droning
yeah,
up.
there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Interestingly, going for the Baneling Nest now. It's getting +2 melee attack.
I think you do that versus Infestor, right?
Well, why would you? I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, obviously it's just a compositional thing, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But the problem against all of this army is if it gets fungal growth, then it's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's making more mutas now, and I don't see the mutas doing too much damage with so many infestors out, and I guess it's 6 spores in total. He's gonna be able to contain him here on these 3 bases, but yeah. Getting bailing speed even, so he's definitely going for bailings. And a lot of spines. Is he gonna go for some sort of base trade scenario here?
Well, Savinsky's up in supply, but I'm just not too sure in what respect why. I mean, the roaches, it's basically just roaches because the roaches are so supply heavy. I mean, and he has these, how much is that, 15 roaches? They're not really going to do anything.
If you look at the army value, he's slightly ahead, but obviously he can't shoot up with the roaches.
Yeah, he's up in supply, but it's an inferior army.
Yeah. On the other hand, the infestor he has gathered a lot of energy now, so they're gonna have like 2 fungals each if they're maxed, right?
Can't
That's-
fungal ultralisks,
Yeah.
which are going to be coming down soon. Kindness playing is on the way.
Yeah. And Hydro then is also finished here for Slavinsky. So we'll see here. I'm not really sure what the plan is for Alchemic.
Oh, he's just controlling the map, making sure nothing crazy is happening. And he's
But like,
taking
how is
2
he gonna
ultras.
counter? Oh yeah, he's also taking 2 ultras. Oh wait, Slavinsky doesn't have ultras, but
Yeah,
he
that's what I
has
was
Hydra instead. So it's gonna be Roach Hydra versus Ultra. And the infestors won't do too much to the ultras, obviously.
No, they won't. And you have to remember that even though the +2 armor is only just on the way for Alchemic, I mean, Slavinsky doesn't even have any armor upgrades, and the ultras are going to have kindness playing as well, so that's going to be 4 times applied to the Hydralisk damage, which is really going to help.
Yep. Picked off a gas there, that was pretty nice, I guess.
Yeah, picking up a gas is a really good way to do harassment, because obviously all the important units cost gas.
Yeah. And I mean, Slavinsky plays very passive here, is basically just defending. He keeps roaches in all bases here.
Seems like the earlier harassment has really got to him.
Yeah.
Gonna throw some things away here, gonna see that there's just some Hydralisks on the way, nothing else.
Yeah, I think what he would like to do is to bait out the mutas a little bit and then get a few fungals off. But it's not gonna happen. Alchemic is being very careful. He sees this push out and he should be ready for it.
Well,
Here's...
he's just basically spining up, waiting for the perfect composition.
Yeah, he got 5 ultras now. I mean, I'm just worried about, are they like gonna be blocked a bit by the spines here?
He can just unbar them and walk past.
Yeah.
If he needs to.
Here we go. And here's the bailings, so I guess it's bailing ultra it was going for.
The Newt is already like catching these Hydralisks that are reinforcing.
Yeah, very nice.
He knows exactly where the army is. I mean, one thing I would say
He needs to be a little
map,
bit careful there though. They're the infestors, just a few fungals and they will be dead.
Yeah, but I mean, High Masters player like Alchemic doesn't really. I mean, it's quite uncommon for them to just leave their mutas hanging around the map and getting them all killed.
Yeah,
because
but
they're
you
like
still
active
see
units, you
even
always
pro
use them.
players get fungal, right?
I guess so. Even if he did
you can,
use all his
like,
mutas now,
bait
it wouldn't
them
be the
in
worst
and
thing in the
support.
world.
No.
I think on this map, like these. Oh my god, these infestors.
Yeah, I caught all the infestors there. Very nice.
Pop goes the infestor, and here comes this massive.
It's funny,
advanced
I haven't
army.
seen that, but the fungal actually hits the ultras, but it doesn't slow them.
Yeah, it just does
It
damage.
walks around with the fungal. Kind of funny.
And as you can see, these ultralisks just have so much health. And,
Yeah.
the mutas aren't really. They're just dishing out damage for free without any comeuppance.
Yeah.
And the army for Alchemic is just so advanced in comparison.
Yeah. So Alchemic takes a fourth behind this while cancelling Slavinsky's fourth, so that's nice. I don't think Slavinsky even scouted this properly, like he didn't know this was coming.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you do against it? You just have to make make some kind of other unit.
Yeah,
maybe.
a lot of healing queens there, which is very nice, of course.
And they're just gonna tear through all the roaches. Oh my god.
Yeah, you see the supply dropping and Alchemic wins, and that's 4-2, and that's a win to TAW.
Hooray!
Hooray! Awesome, GG. That's very nice. We take another win. We're on a very nice win. Yeah, we're definitely gonna miss Alchemic and his win streaks, and we're probably gonna be set back when we don't have them.
Nah, I got this, guys. I'm practicing.
Good. We like to hear that. All right. Any final words, Selkia, before we close the stream down?
No, not really. Just everyone should keep playing lots.
Yes.
Get better.
Get on the ladder. Go, go, go.
Get on the ladder, everyone.
Yeah, don't forget to tune in this Saturday. We're gonna have a big tournament. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We have plenty master players, some from Darkstar team and other sort of professional teams, and we have our own TAW players. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna start around 1 o'clock. It's gonna be a round of 32 to start with, and then moving up, and we'll see if we manage to do the finals even on Saturday already. So tune in for that. We're gonna be casting and having a lot of fun. So with that said, thank you everyone for watching, and good night. Bye bye.